Welcome to Captain of Industry, Season 2. My name is Corporal Hobbs, and we are back in Episode 5. So, let some time progress, just building up some storages, some stockpiles, and basically the idea that I've come up with is that we are going to plan around 10 storages, 10 of the large storages for all of our inputs and outputs for both of our smelting hub over here, as well as our production hub over here. So I've rerouted some of the belts and pipes, so like electronics and mechanical, I ran around this direction instead of through here. And then I've built out all of our storages. And first thing we are going to do right now is look at research, because our lab equipment has been built and stockpiled, and I've built the 4 labs that we are going to run. So let's unpause our labs. I will get the lab equipment going. And the other thing I'm going to do is set these all to lowest priority. And let's jump into research. So currently we are here at Research Lab 1, so everything through here we can start producing. And I think the first thing we are going to do is steel smelting. So we'll get steel smelting set up, then construction 3s. After that, I want to do sulfur and copper refinement so we can start making acid. Then we will jump into glass making, then paper, so we can jump right into Research Lab 2. Once we have Research Lab 2s, I want to get pipes 3 and then conveyor belts. Once we have that, I think we'll jump right into thermal desalination so we can start producing water and brine a lot easier. Then we will jump right into, let's see, I think we jump right up to large vehicles after that. So we'll have glass and steel being produced. Once we have our large vehicles, I think we get our first set of trains. Then we get our trains 2, as well as our naphtha processing, because by that point we will need to expand our oil, and then we'll get our rotary kiln with either fuel gas or hydrogen. And then let's jump into, I'm thinking silicon production, so that'll get our first set of arc furnaces, our gold smelting so we can do luxury goods. Once we have silicon, we'll need to start producing electronic 2s before we can unlock construction 4s. But we are going to kind of speed run towards Research Lab 3. Yeah, once we get into Research Lab 3, that's where we start doing all the fun stuff. So while that is researching, which we are doing 6.1 research, so, and we got 4 of those running, so we're doing about 24 research at a moment, or at this time. We are running low on coal, so let's produce 2 more excavators that we will send over here to coal. So we'll have 4 doing coal, 3 in iron. We probably need 1 more for iron. We have 2 in limestone, so that should be fine. But while we are waiting on that, let's look at how we are going to expand out our productions over here. And I think the way we are going to do that is I want to do 6 belts in, is what I'm thinking for our storages, specifically like our steel and our copper. So when we get into large storages up here, and eventually into storage Mark IIs, they'll have a transfer rate of 3,600 at most. And our belts are 450, so we can support up to 8 belts of processing. Let's see, so we just researched steel, so good there. We'll need to start producing that soonish, but to account for, I want 6 belts at a minimum for our iron and copper. Everything else I think would be fine with 3 belts, but if we are doing 6 belts, I'm thinking we raise it up like this, and then we do some distance away so that way we have room for trucks to pass underneath. And we do something like that, so our trucks can pass underneath. This gives us 3 belts and then 6 belts. And then we copy that, get rid of the diesel pipe going across the top, and then do same thing right there. We could probably just plan this out for all of them at the moment. So that allows vehicles to get underneath and still have access to the storage boxes. But then over on this side, we can route all of the different inputs and outputs without worrying, or that way we don't have to worry about blocking any traffic. So I think first one would be copper, because that's where our production starts. So we will do copper from here. And what we could do is pull 6 belts out. So be something like that. We could do same thing like there. And then we can run these belts over and connect them in to our copper, which is right here. So we want to leave some room. So we do something like this. This is our farthest outside belt. I think we come to there and just do something like that. Might have got the order mixed up. Yeah, I think these 3 should be going down to the next one. So like that. And then same idea. So we run these ones over. And last one. But this will allow us to deliver everything from our smelter to our production hub without worrying about vehicles having to do it. So everything will be automated from there. Then we will do iron next, which we will raise up 1 and then drop it down 1. That way we can run right across the top. So it'd be something like this at height 1. Like that. And then this guy comes out like this. Oops, wrong height. Let's get rid of all these mining designations so we can see. There we go. We go height 1 over on this belt, and then down. There we go. Okay. Then we run this all the way down to our steel hookup, which will be right here. And then we change out these guys to be at the same height. So like that, like that. And then we just connect those in like that. There we go. So now we just need to run all of our belts. So this will should progress us into endgame, hopefully. And then anytime we are running low or we're getting bottlenecked on any of our steel or copper, we can just unpause a belt and construct it. And that should free up bottlenecks for us. And it allows all of our production and smelting and everything to be done. We don't have to worry about vehicles. So next one is going to be concrete. So that's going to be right here. And we'll just do kind of the same idea where we would raise this up to the next height and then put that in there. We won't worry about doing 6 belts for these guys. And then rubber is going to be done somewhere else. So we won't worry about that one either. Wood will be something different eventually. So just concrete is last one that we need to do. And then same thing, height 2. This will be on this belt. And basically we want to pick it up from the middle, and we'll have to go to that height and then drop it down. So we go something like this. Yeah, so it would be just like that. There we go. Use that belt, and now we just have this one. There we go. Okay. And actually we want, because all of our inputs are on this belt line, for the moment we will just connect these in over here, like that. And then eventually, if we do ever need more than 3, then we can expand it out to the second line, tie that in, and then expand out 3 more belts over here. But we'll do that. And to do this, I think we'll unpause 1 on each of these. Then we'll just do the outside one. So like that. Oh, never mind. We'll want the inside ones. Or... yeah, we'll need... let's see, how do we want to do this? Yeah, it's fine. And for iron and copper, we'll do 2 belts for now, because these are just stuck to 60 belts at the moment. There we go. Okay, so that... so there. So there. And... yeah, these storages are not linked together yet because they are not the large storages. So we will need to run some belts in. We do something like this. There we go. Go like that. Like that. So that gets us that one. Copper is on the right line, so we can just run this straight in. Like that. And we go like that. These guys are stuck. We'll move them. And we'll use our Unity to build all of this. So we can get all of this stuff automated, then we don't need to worry about trucks getting stuck trying to deliver stuff. So we will unpause all of these. I'll take 2 of these guys, copy those in. Now we have massive storages ready to go. And belts are running, perfect. Last one we have to do is just our concrete slabs. And this one is on the right belt, so we'll just unpause this, and we'll just do 1 belt for the moment. There we go. And we'll get rid of this storage and just have this guy run right in. There we go. And our little trucks can still get underneath, so that's fine. They'll be able to move or get in and pick up or drop stuff off, just like they're doing over here with the other ones. But now we can get rid of all of our imports and exports. For at least those 3 items. But now we have steel smelting unlocked. So give me a moment. I will get a new blueprint here for steel, and then we'll transition our iron, get rid of our iron build and change it over to steel. So give me 1 moment and I'll bring you guys back once we're done with that. Okay, so we are back. Got the new build. So if we look at the old one, basically all we are doing, same footprint width-wise. So both blast furnaces on each side. We had to add in a oxygen furnace though, so it's going to take that 24 molten iron that we get from the blast furnace, mix it with some oxygen and turn that into 12 steel and 24 exhaust. So exhaust is coming out the side here, and then it just gets piped in to the same exhaust port that our exhaust is on the blast furnace, and then those go into their smokestack. I left a space here in the middle. That way we can run an exhaust pipe eventually for upgrading to exhaust scrubbing. And then the other thing we needed to do was add a air separator so we can make the oxygen. And then that will start making us the steel that we need. So let's go like that. That is, and the other thing that we need is water. So we just have a water pipe come in here across the top. And then each of the cooled casters needs 6 water. So we'll have water up there on the top. And let's see. I think our trucks are done. So we'll do 2 more over there. 1 more here. So we'll have 4 and 8. Yeah, 4, 8, 4, 8. Okay. Unity is going down because we do not have water in the settlement. What's going on with the settlement water? Yeah, our pipe is full. Except for it got broken right over here. Okay. So let's fix that. There we go. So we got water going back to the settlement again. So should be good. Low supply of iron. It's because we are not mining enough fast enough. We do have all of our construction parts though, so that's the main concern. We will keep one iron going at the moment. Let's get the trucks to get rid of all of this stuff. Then we will get our new copper or steel smelting in. Actually, yeah, let's just clean this all up. Might as well just clean it all up, be done with it, and transition right over to steel. Which means our steel production, we won't be able to make mechanical parts, so we are kind of on a time crunch. So let's get our construction 3s up and running. So this is going to be... Did I do this right? Technically, we should have steel coming in and construction 2s. Yeah, so this is not done right. Okay. Let's just get rid of all of this. Yeah, not enough unity. Let's go trucks. Come over, deconstruct. Let's go. Little bit of a time crunch. We got 2.1 thousand iron in reserve. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's going to take some time to burn through that iron anyways. But let's see. Yeah, it should have been a copy of this guy that we used right here. We can pretty much copy paste that in. Change this to construction 3s. Construction 3s. These will be construction 2s now. And then same idea over here. Would be just going like that. Like that. Like that. This would be, instead of going this way, let's actually go like that. That's going to be our construction 3s here. You guys can export. Do not import or export. Okay. So that's that, and then we would have steel over here. And then for steel, we would go like this. Actually, I think steel is, yeah, steel is going to be right down here on this bottom row. So we'll just go like that. Which means unpausing all of this here and here and connecting that in. Okay. We'll set all of this to priority 1. Priority 1. Yeah, this guy, priority 1. Priority 1. We don't need these guys built or these guys built. So, nice thing with leaving a little bit of space is those mistakes we can fix without too much difficulty. I suspect it's going to be the same issue over here for this guy. So, but not too bad. We can get that fixed relatively easily. Use Unity. Get all of this built. Okay. We will turn on importing over here. And then need to take our steel. And I think it is... We're doing blast furnaces. Yeah, so it should match up right there. So coal matches up. We get rid of that one. Put in that and that. Just for this first starting one, we'll get rid of the belt that connects these two. There we go. Then our steel comes out over here. So just rearranging belts a little bit. Not too bad though. Okay. So there's that, and then we just need to have water coming in from here. And I think, yeah, like that. There we go, there we go. We need this to be 1. Oh, not this one. Production 1. 1. 1. There's that. There's that. There's the smokestack Forgot to pause that one during construction. But we should have those guys going. And just temporary, we'll let the exporting of construction 2s from our construction 3 production area. Just so we can get mechanical part production up and running again. Okay. Here's that. Okay, so that's slag hooked up. That's our oxygen, our cool caster. Now we just need the air separator. Which means we should be good to unpause these. That should make us our molten iron. We'll need oxygen from the air separator before we can continue. We don't have the Unity to build it at the moment. Trucks are bringing everything over. There we go. So that will start collecting oxygen for us, and then we'll use that with the oxygen furnace, turn that into our steel, and then we'll start producing steel only at very low quantities for the moment. But that should be fine. So steel, transport all of these into steel, and then all of these as well. And we'll do a notify if empty over here. That way we can change the rest of those over to steel once these are all emptied out. But that gets us steel. We are researching chemical plant right now. Let's look. So we got steel going. We got construction 3s going. Advanced diesel we'll do later. Sulfur processing. We don't really have a way to generate sulfur besides sour water. So that's going to be a little bit of time. Salt production. We could get that started. So let's think about this. Okay, so salt production. Salt, we'll need a evaporation pond. So, salt, what we can do is take seawater and just turn it right into salt. For a location to do this, let's think. Let's actually plan out our glass build first. Then we can do our salt, because that's where we're gonna need it anyways. So for glass, there's 2 recipes. There's broken glass mixed with some coal will make us molten glass, and then glass mix. To make glass mix, we have 2 recipes as well. So sand, limestone, and salt mixed with some acid will make glass mix. Or we can use a lot more sand, some more limestone, and just salt to make the glass mix. Since we don't have sulfur yet, this is the recipe we are going to be using. So that's going to make us 60 glass mix. That's enough to run 2 blast furnaces. Yeah, I think we'll have acid in its own pipe because we'll need it for both copper and glass. So I think I am fine with bringing that in. Go like that. Actually, we'll do it like this. So this brings the... Actually, let's flip these around. We do our input here. We'll need a space of 2 over on that side and a space of 1 on this side. Then we have our balancer. We'll need one for each side. So basically, glass mix comes out, goes to each balancer, and then each balancer will feed that in. Okay. So yeah, pauses everything. Yeah, there's that. Glass, molten glass, will go into a glass maker. So that takes 24 molten glass, makes that into 12 glass and then 12 broken glass. So we could do space of 2. So like that. The balancers could actually move to up here then. Yeah, so we'll just do something like that. That way these are priority inputs. Then we have our glass mix coming in, and then it outputs to each furnace. From there, exhaust for the moment, just going back into a smokestack again. So we'll do one there, one there. Now we need to bring in all of our different belts of material. And I'm thinking the most that we will need is sand. So we'll keep sand on the very bottom. So let's see. So we have sand, limestone, coal, salt. Then we need acid. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yep. So that's our inputs. And we will want to be space 2 away from everything. So we do sand. Limestone, salt, and then we do coal just on the very top one. Should make it easy to route. Then we have our acid, which I think we end up raising this up to height 5, like that. Then we do our slag out the bottom, or out on that belt, which means we can just run that like that and like that, which cuts down on the conveyor lift cost compared to just running a belt. So there's that. That's all of our inputs, outputs for the furnace side. And then we just have our glass side. Here's that. Then basically, we'll just do something like that. Last thing we need to hook up is our acid. So there's our acid. And this should be everything that we need for making glass. So I think we do glass down here. We'll do our inputs on this side that will give us room to expand glass if we need it. And we'll just do something like that. So we got our coal right here, which is going to have to go up to height 3. So like that. Limestone will go right there to height 2. Then we need our sand, which, did we already plan that out? We did. So sand is over here. So if we bring sand over at height 5, actually maybe not height 5. We drop down to height 3. Is that clear all the way through? It is, okay. So we do sand over here, height 3. And then once we get to here, that's when we drop it down to height 0. Then the only other thing we need is salt, which we don't have a location yet for salt, I believe. Did we? Oh, I think we left this spot open for salt. Okay. In that case, we'll go height 5. Drop this down to height 2. We can sneak right across. Except for slag is now in the way. Okay, let's move slag. Slag. Let's do slag. Height 5. Height 5. I think that would be height 5, right? Yep. Okay. So we'll do one right there, one right there. So like that. There's that guy. And these guys now. There's one slag output. I just need some more construction 2s. Do this as higher priority. Yeah, all of our construction 2s are going over here to steel production. Oops, there we go. Speaking of steel, we'll turn on the second furnace. That way it is ready to go. We have steel over here. And our iron is empty. Project mining team is completely out of stuff to do. Perfect. So they are good to go. Let's have them come over here and help the other project team. That way we can get that area leveled a lot faster. But let's see, so there's that. With the steel coming out, that means our construction 3 should start producing. So let's turn on export there. That will allow our trucks to bring over some steel over here. We can do a quick remove on all of this iron. Quick remove. There we go. Okay, so we have steel coming down. We will empty out that and that. We won't be able to transition over to construction parts being made out of steel until we upgrade, which we are going to need construction 3s for. One of the other reasons that we need to get all of this going. But we can clear out all of these belts. There we go. So we have steel going in. Perfect. Then we have our construction parts going in. That's good. This will start making us our construction 3s. And first thing we are going to want to upgrade is our assembler over here doing mechanical parts. That way we can transition over to using steel. Okay. There we go. Let's unpause. What's going on with our concrete slabs? Oh, that's what's going on. Had to flip that. Okay, now we got concrete going. Okay. Back to this over here for salt. So we will bring this guy out to here, come out on this side, and then connect that in. So now we should be good to unpause all of these, unpause these. We'll unpause this one and this row, and we assign salt here and transfer that. And for inputting, we are on priority 8 for imports. We'll do that right there. Okay, so that should get that going. And then for our glass is going to be over here on this belt. And we'll leave room for 4 belts of concrete. There we go. And this is our first belt of glass. Which means there we go. This will be glass. Actually, yeah, all of that is glass. And then glass we will have over here in this storage. So glass. Which means we also need to move diesel. So let's put it back to there. Okay, so that gets diesel going. Then let's clean up all of these different supports so they're not blocking the way for anything. There we go. Okay, and glass. So we run out to here. Oops. And basically we just need this lift to be one shorter. So right there. Like that. Okay. So that's the start of glass. Then we run this belt height 3 over the top of concrete. And glass is going to be over here, which means we actually want to run this to right here. And that one go right there. And basically take this one, raise it up 1 on this side. And I think that is correct height. Yep. So this is 1. Of course, I got a connector just floating in the air. Okay. So right there. Oops. Right there. So that one would connect in, yep, right there. But instead we'll do it to right on that one. There we go. We can get rid of that. We'll unpause these, unpause that. And then unpause this, unpause that. Unpause all of these. And then that gets our glass ready to go. Okay. How's our construction 3s coming along? We are researching pipes 2. Okay, perfect. Construction 3s, we have a little bit of. I'll move those up. Yeah, we just barely started production there, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. We are going to want to do this one as number 2 and this one as number 1. Okay. if we do run out of iron, we can do the steel for iron trade. So that will help. Like over here. Be basically for this guy right here. So if we run out, we'll get a notification. Current research to advanced. So we can't get into those pipes. So while we are waiting before we get to research lab, let's jump over and grab conveyor belts and then large vehicles. So we'll get both of those going. And then we'll grab trains, water recovery because we are going to want that, large generator because it's going to be a little bit of time before we get into proper power plant. Then we'll jump back and grab the vehicle or maintenance depot. And yeah, we'll grab the storages. And then that should be enough time. Low food. Let's see what's going on. Looks like we need some more farms. So let's put down another farm here. And we'll just stick with making potatoes and vegetables for the time being. Okay, so those are all connected. So that should help our food issue for the moment. While we are getting everything else built. This conveyor belt. We can get that one over. Unpause our glass production. Storages. Okay. The last thing we need for glass is just some salt production. So we'll use those evaporation ponds. And I think we just make it... yeah, I think we just make them over here. This will just be a dirty version of doing it where we use seawater. And let's see, each mixer needs 6. We will probably need way more glass than that, so we'll have 4 of these ready to go. And each one of those is 96 seawater, so basically 1 pump each. And we can actually just do direct connection. Yeah, we'll just do direct connection. We will pause 3 of them. Same with this guy over here. Pause 3 of them. Get one of them going. And then we will just run salt in over here on a conveyor belt. No point in running it all the way over here to then run all the way back. We'll just do it that way. We just ran out of iron, so let's do our importing off. We will tell trucks to bring stuff over, and then we'll do a little bit of trading for some iron, just so we can keep our production up and running. We did get the upgrade over here, so now we can do steel. So let's change these guys to steel. That will get steel production going for our mechanical gears. And then This guy, we just need 40. Which will happen once we have everything over here. In the meantime, we can boost the production here. And we have trucks bringing everything over. We'll double up our construction part production. And the other thing we can do to help speed this process up is get rid of the reserve on there. But I think while I am waiting for our construction parts to catch up, I will end the episode here. We'll go over glass production, so we'll get it semi-started. I'll start producing it and stockpiling it, and then we'll look at more research in the next episode. But thank you so much for hanging out and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in episode 6.